Good morning. This is a test. I'm just waiting for some stuff to come in the mail so I can get things out in the mail. I had a lot of issues last night that stopped me from going live. So I'm just checking all my audio, my screen share, all of that stuff while I chat with y'all if you want to hop in. It does work now. I fixed it. I'm pretty sure I fixed it. Hey, let me go. And then I'm going to listen to some videos. Can you hear me? Oh, man. Let's medicate. Good morning, good morning. Do we got audio? My audio good? Audio's good? Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. The quality, alright. Alright, we got that. Look at beat. I really like that. Enough of that though. Alright, so pretty much what I'm doing is I'm just running a test. I'm gonna do some good morning stuff. But I've been really I always listen to Mark Molina's lives when I catch them or I replay crew them. But I tell you what, like the last couple that he's put out there, I got to give the man credit. I just want to re-listen to it. Specifically, this one titled Friday Night Live. He's trying to do a panel. It's called KC3 Friends Mystery Kylie Rodney, where he notices something in the last known photo of not Kylie Rodney. And it just kind of puts it all together for me. Then after I do this one, I'm just going to kind of listen in on Miss G's live that she did last night that I missed because I went to sleep. I was so pissed. I could not fix it last night. I tried for a little over an hour to try to go live last night, and it was not working with me. So what I did was rolled my Windows back this morning, and then I went and I reinstalled all of my drivers. And then while I was at it, I deleted all of the shit that I'm not using on my computer so that I have space for things that I will use. And then after we watch this, while I roll, we're just going to go ahead and listen to Miss G. I have, I don't know, like 20, 25 shirts that I need to get ironed before my mail comes today. Amazon fucked up I'm so pissed at them right now, but it is what it is. There's no sense in canceling my order. I only got to send out half of the giveaways from last week and the week prior, simply because I'm tired of spraying spray adhesive on paper. And after talking to the lady at the post office, she said that the adhesive is seeping through the paper and making it hard to do scan-ins. So to save me time, save them grief, I ordered self-adhesive printout mailers for the labels. And they were supposed to be here yesterday. Couldn't figure out why. Then I saw today that there was a problem with my order, so they're not going to be here till tomorrow. So all of the rest of the shirts, I think there's like 15, 17 shirts, something like that in that bunch. I've already sent out over, I'm going to say like 30 shirts. So as stuff comes in, I will get more stuff shipped out. In order for me to continue giving what I'm working on back here away, if you guys can afford, $5 to donate to the t-shirt fund so that I can keep giving them away. Like I can eat the cost, I can keep doing all this, but the cost of shipping is so astronomical that what I make with my YouTube funds, it's not enough to cover all the shipping, especially if I'm going to continue doing international. But with that said, I'm going to go ahead and play Mark's video and just chill with y'all. How you doing, Roscoe? How you doing, Zombie Girl? Kenny, good to see you, honey. I do want to apologize to Kenny because I don't want him to think that I came off like as an asshole. Just trying to explain to people, that sometimes it's just easier to not engage with people than to look like an asshole yourself. But I know some people just don't want to hold back, and I don't judge people for stating their opinion either. That's one thing that I will stay true with my channel, is everybody is free to their opinion when they're on my panel. Good morning, Bex. Make sure I'm missing. And Sarah, I did notice something that I fucked up the other day, was you did have a winning number. So once this batch of shirts, once I have them ironed and I have the donors set aside, I will let you pick a shirt so that you get your giveaway, because you technically did get a shirt. If anybody wants to come up on panel, you are more than welcome to. I will put the invite link down below. If y'all just want to shoot the shit while I listen to Mark Molina, I'm gonna roll up. So let's get it. Let me know if my audio is good. Put a 1 in chat if you can hear this. Audio good? This is really important. Let's skip through. It's right here. It is too bright in this house right now. Audio is good. Okay. Thank you. Oh, my hands.
Hello. It's a rainy day here. I wonder if anyone's heard about that Kansas City group that 3 men died at that friend's house.
Yeah, that's.
And then, of course,
somebody murdered them men.
The Sammy Files. This should be a short stream. And just wanted to pop in and talk. Hey, Sherry, how are you?
Hi, Sagey.
Did you hear about the Kansas City 3 grown men passing away in the
Cashapp, thank you for being here.
Out in the freezing temperature?
Good morning, everybody. Blessings. My hands are killing me right now, but I got to do something to make.
That they still haven't uncovered what's happened with that. And then, of course, the Sammy Files.
Yep.
It's Friday. And what's going on?
Today's Thursday, right?
So
this is like almost a week old.
Let me pull up something on the case. There's been a lot of news coverage on the case, but I haven't heard any definitive things that they just saw no injuries.
I think once it's all put together, they're going to see them gentlemen were murdered.
Yeah, it's kind of all over the place.
I haven't updated myself on it
too much on it.
I can't find. There it is. All right, we're good. If anybody wants to come up on stage, you're more than welcome to come up on panel just to chit chat. That's all I'm pretty much doing, is testing all my stuff out just to make sure that it is working. My computer is running so much quicker. I ran some CC cleaner on it, and then
That's crazy. I mean, I haven't heard anything, and what I can think of is, and I'm sorry that this is just.
I want to skip him through on his Sammy stuff. I'm sorry.
And Jazz.
He's chit chatting with chat and talking though.
It to death.
All right.
Just chilling out on a Friday with my sleep. All the videos and break them down into words.
All right. Here we go.
And just listening to the difference and highlighting the difference, and that'd be a good one to do with LE as well. And especially if we could get like official statements from either side.
It's weird to compare them. This right here. It's weird to me that they told us that they were going to do that final press conference, and then they try to pretend like, no, we didn't say that. Yep, yes, you did. Yes, you did. You said once toxicology comes back, once the autopsy report comes back on November 1st, you were going to do another press conference, which you did not do. And then you pretended like you didn't say it. Fucking makes me sick.
But
I want statements from law enforcement, statements from Hirschdale RV in Delhi, statements in full from LE about Nick Tow Truck guy. Like there's no reason why statements aren't being made. Yeah, still waiting. But my whole thing is I keep waiting for the CHP report, see how that plays out.
not going to talk to us.
No, they don't, Kenny.
So oh my gosh, if this,
It's a blatant cover up.
I'm trying not to watch any news because of all the political stuff going on now. So it's kind of oversaturated.
A little bit.
So
all them smear campaigns going.
I'm still torn with what's going on with Lindsay. Is it more Lindsay or is it more
they don't want Lindsay in the media? Look, I've come to realize that the people that could tell Kylie's story, that could tell the truth for Kylie, those are the ones that had the media wall around them. Those are the ones that were only at a party for 10 minutes. Those are the ones that didn't get more than, what was it, 5 minutes with news crew. They were limited on how much they were allowed to put into the media. And in my opinion, based upon all of the interviews that the news did, it's so heavily edited that you're not even getting the full context of, let's just say, Lindsay. Because what I'm noticing with her interviews is it's like a part of the sentence has been cut off and then they just clipped another part of it together. And I understand that's how the news operates, but the way that media can fuck around and present things in a way that it might not be is where I am noticing a lot of discrepancies. I blame the media. I blame law enforcement for not doing this to protocol. I get it, Kenny. Honey, if you want to hop up here, if you want to voice your opinion, you're more than welcome to. I like free speech here.
No, Sam Brown
I
is
agree with you.
Placer. Wait.
I agree with you.
Wait, Wu and Sam are tight. So those two are, or no, Wu. Gosh, what can I think tonight?
I can't think a lot too. It's okay.
Placer. Placer is Wu, and Nevada is Moon.
Yep. You got it, buddy.
And
getting this rolling.
And I don't know who those other people are on the panel. It's just,
if you guys are not subscribed to Mark, please go subscribe.
Fuzziness in both these cases, the Kansas City and the Kylie Rodney. What else is going on?
I'm gonna skip forward on this.
Huh. Banana. You got their cell phone numbers? I mean, I tried to get Angela to talk to me. I just thought I would pop on for a second.
It's crazy to me that when you reach out to all these people, like if you don't say Kylie Rodney off the cuff, they'll have conversation with you. But the second you bring Kylie Rodney's name up or ask a question pertaining to what happened to Kylie Rodney, they stop talking. All of them. Nick does it. People at the RV place have done it. AWP, all these people around Kylie Rodney seem to have found honor in silence. And in my opinion, is suspicious. The ones that should be shutting the fuck up won't. They just can't stop.
I know that Miss G has a live going on, so I may end this and go over there.
I'm definitely going to be going live here later. And so that, because I know a lot of my Aussie friends, my UK friends, my Scots, they have been asking me to do my lives a little bit earlier because I understand the time difference. I get it. So tonight, what I'm going to do is once Phoenix gets home, I'm going to do dinner earlier than usual so that I can do a live tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which would be technically 3 hours before my normal 9 p.m. So we'll just do it that way.
You
'cause we
guys
got a
got
lot to
any
go over.
good insights to anything?
No, it's not a cigarette.
Oh yeah, they called you Janet.
It's medication. My hands hurt. It's making my jaw hurt.
I remember when they had some jobs, I thought about applying for the plaster job, but I didn't want to put myself
The
there.
whole right side of me is in pain.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
Exactly, Sandra. One thing I realize about people that want negative attention
That's a good thing I need to look into because
if you starve them of attention, they stop looking for it. They'll go somewhere else. But then there's some people that just don't quit.
I forget
Hi,
the
Michael. How you
hierarchy
doing, bud?
of the departments and who's with who.
It's just a little test.
I
Yep,
thought Woo and Moon. Brown is in Nevada.
Yep.
And Woo, isn't Woo in Placer?
Yes, sir. That's correct. You're right. I think Brown does. Isn't he like the chief of whatever for
Yeah,
Placer?
Sheriff Woo is in Placer.
Yeah, Placer's Woo. Nevada counties, Moon and Brown. Oh, look, while he talks, I'm just going to open this tab right here.
And Sam Brown is Nevada's sheriff officer.
Stop barking.
I just looked it up on Google.
Take his name off. I don't want
So,
I want to see them all.
Did Sam Brown leave Placer for Nevada?
Bro,
Because
I think we'll deep dive this maybe later tonight or tomorrow. I didn't know there's 193 connected employees. Oh, you guys can't see the number because the way I'm sharing my screen there. There's 193 connected employees just at the at Truckee PD. All right, we'll look at that later. All right, let's go back. Oh, I should have ate before going live. It
was with Nevada.
I'm gonna let him talk for a minute while I go check, see what package is outside. I think it's my ink. You for it, right? She hiding all over.
I might be too tired to do this live. You know, me and evening lives, they don't really work out well. You know, in the morning, they work out well.
What's really weird to me, Euphoric, since you brought Sammy up and she's on the screen and this is a subject that I want to talk about, it's really odd to me that all of these people that think Kylie Rodney was an accident, they don't want nothing to do, they don't want to talk about her case, show up to lives, rage watch people that talk about Kylie Rodney, and then they do this weird thing where they claim that Sammy's just so innocent, but then they go and warn her, be prepared, pay attention to your surroundings, shit's gonna hit the fan, more people are talking about you. Like, why would you go warn her? That's weird. It's all weird to me. I'm getting stoned and I'm gonna start rambling while
You're right. You are right.
Can't even say hands. My whole right side of me hurts.
I guess if you run a great organization and find out answers to a girl passing away, you get promoted in that area.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. Look, if y'all ain't paying attention to what's going on in that area, like police officers then shot and killed 2 people in the past week, and in my opinion, it was not handled properly. I don't care if someone hijacked a car, stole it, took it down a bike trail, doing all this and that. They make spike strips. They have deployables. Then when you do your pit maneuver, which could have been done as well, you could have beanbagged these people or you could have tased them. But your first thought was to shoot and kill these people. Hijacking a car does not promote to murdering people. I don't know where they got their training from or why this is protocol, their type of protocol, but shooting somebody is not, that's not the first step.
Yep, justice for Kylie.
It's like they got a taste for blood there or something.
And
I'll be right back, y'all.
And hopefully we find out what happens to Kylie. I think we will. And
Yep,
then also that Kansas City thing has got me puzzled as well.
Shit's crazy town.
Some weird stuff going on these days. What if they took, you think maybe they could have took drugs and all overdosed? I mean, that's a possibility on those three guys. And I'm sorry, I'm jumping around quite a bit. Yeah, too much word salad, fact salad, and just.
Which story, zombie? The last short that I made. Yeah. Like, I just don't understand. It's like, I don't know. The culture there is concerning. The protocols there are concerning. Like, there's a lot of concerning things. Look, paying attention to Kylie Rodney's case, I did not think, not for a second, that there would be she exposed so much. And the least that I can do for the 16-year-old child that lost her life, that was not her fault. There is no water in her lungs. She was deceased before she hit the water. And then you think about all the you can call it a stigma, whatever you want to call it, but there's so much darkness around this town. There's so much murder around this town. There's so many cover-ups around this town. Like, I don't know. It's just, it's like just grounds of blood, murder. People fucking cannibalizing and eating each other. People making jokes about shit, make jokes about all the drugs that their kids are on.
Lack of information when we know it's out there. So those men, they could have overdosed, or it could have been a planned overdose.
Switching cams up.
I don't know, what was going on there. That owner of that house sure lawyered up pretty fast and hasn't said a lot of stuff.
With y'all
so that's kind of interesting. Yeah, so going to close this off.
That's fine. Have a good morning.
And work on that video tomorrow about breaking down the Sammy stuff, and see if she, did anything when we watch them like overlaid on each other.
Well, and that's the thing, CB, is like all of these things that they're writing off as suicides, they're not as they appear to be either. Some, not all, but something's definitely some fucky ass shit going on. And it's really weird because I always said the word fucky ass shit, the phrase, before I ever learned about the Truckee way. I need to make the fucky Truckee shirts. I really do. I really do. All right. What am I doing? In play.
Let me switch. And I hope everybody has a great weekend. Thanks for saying hi. Popping into this this mini live that was
bro,
a little bit unimpressive with pulling out anything for you guys.
I gotta do things, but my hands are screaming. It's making my whole right side of my butt hurt, my feet, my jaw.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to hear what's going on with the Kansas City.
Yeah, some crazy shit going on with that story.
Yeah, if I can find enough of those interviews, I know I have saved a lot of them, and I haven't really gone through the whole thing because I've been focusing on getting working, and I do have some interviews. So I've been putting extremely that's been my focus for this last couple of weeks.
Get it.
It's like,
Do you, baby? I have faith in you.
and we never.
Look, this man is smart. He has a lot of really good technical backgrounds. And I like the things he talks about. Yeah, he scrolls off. Don't we all do? You know, there's things that like, because what I want to start doing is I want to start going over anybody talking about Kylie Rodney in a positive light that's productive. I want to start doing more morning lives where I chit chat with y'all, play maybe some music, motivate y'all. But I also want to do reviews, chat alongs, whatever the hell you might call them, keeping Kylie's name out there. Because what he's about to go into, if y'all have not caught this, please go subscribe to Mark Molina. He does incredible work. I noticed that early on, but totally honestly, I forgot about it. I know a lot of people notice a lot of things going on with that last known photo of not Kylie. I would love for somebody, like, there's a lot of people out there that firmly believe that's Kylie. Show me how. Show me how you overlay it. Do something. Point out the facial features, the body structure, the way she's holding herself. Check out the tattoos, the skin. Check it all out. Bone structure, all of it. And then show me how that's Kylie Rodney. I'll wait.
I can expect to hear from the FBI because they never talk to the press.
Atta baby. We need to ouch, Taco.
One thing I remember too when I planned to do this live, and I was trying to think of things to come on here with. Yeah, we definitely need that. It's probably in the works. So what does that take? Maybe like a week to do it?
How many more?
Definitely don't follow that Kansas City case because I'm up here in Oklahoma. It's just right above me. And that's all over the news. But one thing also that was interesting on going over Ara's videos before I wanted to do this one, and I
know the majority of you listening to me right now most definitely are already subscribed to Miss Ara, but if you are not, please go subscribe to With Ara. If any of my mods have a link to her channel, please drop it.
Pull up anything, and I did a short video on it in the past, is that, and Ara did a great one on it, and
that's what's all right.
Where she talks about the celebration.
I need to do this. This is gonna be messy. This project.
The celebration of Kylie, and that's where they're all like, let's see if I can pull this up real fast. Yeah, I am trying to listen to some radio.
There is so much about this interview with Sammy Smith that screams so many things. I don't know how people don't see it right away. That's what sucked me into all the fuckery that we're looking at now. I don't understand how more people don't want to talk about Kylie Rodney. The discrepancies, the failure in the system, law enforcement, locals.
Radio stations early on, Trekkies like,
because boo-hoo these kids' futures. Look, Kylie Rodney lost her fucking life. And justice does not mean a simple $1,000 fine to promoting to the delinquency of a minor. That ain't cutting it. That is just not cutting it. Sorry. The life of a child was lost. The same with Paisley Woodard. Like, the system there is so broken and so failed, that you literally have a hit and run accident. Okay. An adult, but still underage to be drinking. Okay. You have these kids that go out and kill other people going 104 miles an hour. Boom, hit somebody on impact. And we're just going to call that a slap on the wrist. Like, these fucking laws, these slide-by laws that California got going on, I don't understand how more people in California are not taking to their system and demanding changes for your children. Like, the system is literally failing children in so many different aspects. And they do it for profit. You're profiting off the death of your children and the local citizens there. And I don't understand how more people are not enraged.
Like radio stations
kids,
to see
man.
if they were saying anything, and they really weren't on when the search was going on. So I was like tuned into the local radio to see if they were saying anything on Kylie.
Good morning, Mark. Blessings, honey. Yeah, this is really good content. Really good content. You'll get better as you do it. As you do it more, like, you start to come out of your shell. You start to, you know what I mean? It's not give a fuck less, but you realize this is YouTube, and that you have to use your channel as a place to educate people, bring awareness. You're doing a great job, sir. I like when you scroll off. I like the way that you chit chat with chat. You know, I'm here for it.
And they weren't. They were just doing their radio station stuff.
All right, I need to get my air cleared out here.
The celebration of life or the concert. Let me see here.
While we listen to this, y'all, I'm gonna move over to, you see my table set up there. I'm moving over here. I'm gonna iron. I don't even have any shirts here. I tell myself all the time, and this is why I stay motivated, is even though I hurt, if I use it, it'll make it feel better. And it's true. It's true, you know. Good morning, Miss G. Fucking get it, dude. Did you, Miss G, did you see Nancy Pelosi, her fucking say, she told that person to go back to China? Like, what the fuck? And these are politicians saying this, okay? And then you got all the Zuck over there, you know? Dude, to watch that man not apologize to these families until he was notified that he was on public television. What the fuck? What are we allowing run our government, our system, our politics? No. Nancy Pelosi, like, I can't tell if she's naturally just always drunk, or if, like, I don't know, she just, the way she slurs and shit, that's not old age, that's alcoholism. I said it.
Be in my history.
All right, let me get my live loaded up. Oh, I hope no more issues, man.
That was a father speaking on Inside Edition.
Dude, why is it still
on
saying?
The thing. Yeah.
All right.
That was one, but let me see if I can find
this. I can see chat. We're good. Get it,
Sorry about this.
I should have ate before doing this, but hey, I'll eat good.
This is why you don't go live without having everything already pulled up.
Dinner. All right, yo.
And what you're going to talk about, and
ready
kind of have
some
thoughts already. History.
What are history? These are the fronts. I kind of want to put
Kylie Rodney Smith, more suspicious. That's the one that Ara did, that I rewatched. And
spray this and set it.
And I put this out there in a video. I don't know if it's still out there, but let me
I need a heat press and a fucking.
Hey, Justice. This is wrapping up. I just wanted to come on and mention the Kansas City case and see if anyone's heard anything on that or their opinions on it, as well as kind of going over the words of Sammy, but I'm a little bit too tired to do that. And then I watched Ara's video. Let's see if I can share that.
Here. Or if I
Okay.
this make y'all a little bit happier. I don't know if that'll. What we got?
This
That'll work.
this picture.
Yeah,
Why
I'll
is,
see
and I
that.
said this in another video somewhere way back in the day. Thanks for joining me, everybody. That will be ending in a few seconds, and I know Miss G has a live going on, so I just needed a break from TV and everything. But why is everyone smiling here? And she has another picture in her video. Hold on.
Yeah, look. It's what's crazy to me. Here, I'm gonna show his shit big screen. What's crazy to me is like the only people that look like have been crying hard about this is Tony and Lindsay. Pap seems distraught. Daniel and Cassie. Hate to say it. She had big old puffy eyes crying about it. You know? But then you have this picture and it's like these people are too happy that their friend has passed away. I don't know. They don't look like, I don't know, like it's really affected them. You know, and then you look at Sammy. She ain't learned shit. She ain't learned shit. Look at the rager she's throwing, you know? And then if you look at the politics of it and you see how these kids are influenced by politic, which is harboring corruption, you see why these kids behave and get away with what they do. Don't worry, tonight we're going to go over the ketamine files, all that shit. That shit's crazy as hell. Look, if y'all aren't subscribed to Illuminate Mind, you should. The shit she puts out, fucking phenomenal work. Why is this not playing though?
She was always singing in the car, singing all the time.
And home.
Hi,
Now, when
Aura.
I'll do it this way.
she, Dylan, was there something else, Sammy?
All right, cool.
So we got the picture of them smiling.
Yikes.
And then what was going on here with the happy dancing when
Look.
Kylie was in her situation?
Look.
This is unfreaking believable.
This shit here, okay, and then when they're having like the lemonade stand, country for Kylie, whatever the hell's going on that stage. If you look to the right of it, which I do have a clip of it, which I'm going to be showing tonight as we go through all the data. But yeah, I've never seen people celebrate the death of people like this. Like, I'm sure that, you know, like when I pass away, I would rather people throw a party and celebrate me positively and things, the music that I enjoy and shit like that. But it's just very odd behavior. Like, I've never. You ever see people having a hoedown at a fucking vigil? Because I ain't.
And I forgot about,
Till
I've
this.
never really seen this picture other than right here. But I do know that this is the white dress.
It's crazy town.
And this is the one where I saw the bump on the cheek.
Right,
like she had in the store right there. That proved to me that it was her in the picture. But the smiles and the dancing, is this at the celebration of life or is this at the concert?
There's two stats.
I can't remember. And
two stats.
Yeah.
Okay, go.
Yeah. Let me remember how to do this.
There's a lot of shirts.
How do I do this? Let me figure out. Let me figure out.
If you donate $20, you get a shirt sent to you. Then your $20 also allows me to ship and give away 2 more shirts.
Crazy.
You guys want to donate to the
crazy mind going in too many
run.
directions at night.
Yeah. You could tell who all these people are. You could tell who these people are. barefooted. And I don't know, man. Look, and I think she quickly put on weight and also started wearing really baggy clothes to not look like that known photo. And then once New Year's hit, everybody went back to their normal, glad that's over, type of feelings. Crazy as hell. It's crazy as hell if you pay attention to these people, their parents, their influence, and what happened to Kylie.
There's the thing if someone wants to come up.
Oh yeah, 100% Jazz. 100% Jazz. She commenting. I'm sorry, I'm reading his live chat.
Maybe I
y'all
should go
too.
over some of my favorite videos on my next live where I did talk about this, but I've never seen this picture. So I don't know if that's at the celebration of life or if it's at the concert.
Yes. All right, y'all. I'm gonna do this so that we can see both.
Yeah, the bump on her cheek right here in the video matches one that I've put on one of my videos.
I really love this berry colored one.
To me, it was her because she also would have a bump at the same stack spot. The shadow thing, the part's the same. The eyebrows that you mentioned are the same as Sammy. And it's definitely not her. And it's one picture. And it's at a weird spot in the video.
Yep.
I mean,
let me look at this chat.
they would have one of the cashier at the cashier, correct?
Blessings. You just waken. Oh no, it's you're out of the US, right? I don't know why I want to say I feel like you're like 6 to 12 hours
So
ahead.
crazy. Let's see if I'm missing anything.
Yeah.
That's so good that we're still having people on it. Oh, there you are.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Everyone, can you hear Jazz?
Look at us. We're on a panel together.
Look, I need to catch.
I know. I've been 3 panels. One me and Kenny, one me and Ara, and now me and you. So
awesome.
I'm keeping it small. And
I need to catch one of his panels.
I did improve my my YouTubing so that.
Thank you for having me. I'm so happy to support your efforts. I'm so glad you put your videos back up.
Yeah, one guy equated my lack of communication to me not getting a job, and it hit home to me as being true. So I was kind of like reassessing, like, what am I doing, and then I just realized that I can just be me, and that's all I'll ever be, and the more I do, the more I'll improve. So
yeah, isn't that the best?
Yep.
Yeah, but it kind of hurt me because it was true. I mean,
people are brutal.
Well, I know, but the thing that usually, like, if it wasn't really true, then I wouldn't have.
People will really try to. People really try to get you.
Also,
they'll really try to get your attention. That's what's up, gods. Yeah, it's just sometimes you got to take a break from it, and when you come back, it's like you see with all like fresh eyes, hearing things you never heard before, seeing shit that yeah. That's why we're squirrels. They call us the tree people or whatever the fuck they call us. Dude, this Kylie really opened my eyes to so much.
As you as well, like, because my business was like, interviewing people and
yes, my background.
Interviewing, people for Google to like bring them on board as like a L6 or, a project manager. So been doing this a long time where BS rings louder to me because I've talked to a lot of people.
That's awesome. I didn't know that was your forte, but that makes sense.
Yeah, well, I know technical a little bit, but I got tired of coding, so then I went into assessing people's skills on software development and what they've actually done, and then just talk. I mean, 12, 14 years of doing that in great companies with very sharp people of all ages. And then, just being able to pick out when someone's saying something that, and a lot of people here are are equally inept, equally good at
Adept. Yeah.
at hearing like what doesn't ring true. You know,
Yep.
these kind of statements aren't normally said. They're not said that way. You
Right.
know, and then
Like
it's just
like we really got to know each other
I have
great in
never
the
seen a
coming
case
months.
quite like Kylie's.
Covering our ass, kind of things that people will say and do.
Right.
And
Right.
seeing it on Hell's Kitchen, as well.
And then you got Megan out
Watching
here
a lot of
still
Hell's
protecting the
Kitchen.
kids,
But
still
go
obstructing
ahead and
justice, still
chime in
being
on
weird
what
as
you were
fuck.
wanting to say.
Well, I appreciate you pointing out that bump to me because seriously, this is
Yep.
100% transparent. I have noticed it, but I've never
Yep.
really noted it. So
Yep.
just
That
now, when
exactly
you
that.
pointed to it with
Exactly
your
that.
cursor,
Yeah,
was
just
the
yeah.
first time that it really connected for me.
It's like you
oh yeah,
subliminally
that's
saw it or something. I don't know.
definitely the thing on
It
her
stayed with you.
face. Now I need to go back. Can you pull up the Kylie not Kylie video or photo from the video surveillance?
Let me see what I can find here.
If you can. I
No,
don't want to be
I got him. I
demanding.
got him. I got my Kylie photo. I mean, my Kylie thing where it's like
This is where the shirt's.
a folder. So I'm in it right now. I'm
You're
scrolling.
doing great though,
Dude, that
Mark.
glows so
This
nice.
is
Here it is.
amazing.
Here it is.
And so J.R. Nana Boomer asked a couple 6 minutes ago after my comment, I see the bump. She said the bump with a question mark. So I thought we should go over it because
Yeah.
oh, Ninja's here.
Ninja.
And Mom First Always. Let's say hello to everybody. And you should start throwing people
puppy.
wrenches that you want
You're
to
not getting
mod
one.
for you. Do you have
No,
anybody
ma'am.
modding for you yet, Mark?
No, I don't do the wrenches.
Yes, I iron
Okay.
the shirts, Joe.
This is my. I'm kidding.
Nice.
I just haven't yet because
Right.
I haven't had that many people in live, and there's no. I've had like one troll,
Backs
and
are
then
iron right. They're
and
set.
and he also commented, which is why I quit for a while because he was pretty true. Because
Shirts are incredible.
when I do some things, I do not like how my brain works with communication. But like I said, I can only do me. So let me share this real fast.
And that's great that you just keep doing it because that's harsh. I know you've mentioned the coma.
This
that
next
you
color is
were
fucking
in
awesome.
For how long were
It
you in a
says
coma?
Kylie. I need to get a bunch more of this to gold.
3.5 months.
I like the purple one too.
Oh my
I
goodness.
mean, it's a miracle that I'm here. I mean,
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
My oxygen level was like 68 to 60.
Yikes.
So traumatic.
Yeah.
Isn't this the one where? Yeah, he does right here. Right here. There it is.
Let's see.
Yep, let's get it. I'm gonna
Share
full screen
okay.
this.
Window.
Mm.
Okay. Here's the one from my
Pay attention,
video.
folks.
And hopefully people on phones will have a problem.
Yeah, y'all could zoom in and all that shit.
Yep. Dude, you did it. You did it.
I mean,
Mark, there's a
look at this
picture in
shoulder
Discord
here.
of
This
Kylie
shoulder
looking
is
down
similar to that shoulder
at a similar angle.
The hair, I mean, because when I took genetics, you learn like what's genetic, like hair parts are genetic, cowlicks.
There it is, between that
so
bump and that tattoo.
The hair. I was looking at.
Somebody made.
I don't understand how she has not been arrested and interrogated. How LE is passing this photo of Sammy Smith off as Kylie Rodney, and ain't nobody that's covered Kylie Rodney's case. None of these detectives, none of these things talking about this stuff. Simply because they back the blue. It is clear to see that that last known photo is not Kylie. Why is there such a huge gap? You're talking 6 to 8 hour gap of time that the only thing has been filled in by is Sammy Smith, with a lot of discrepancies in her statements that don't match what timeline of events are there. And then you got this. Somebody, please show me where you see Kylie Rodney in this photograph. because her structure, genetics, her hair, her hands, her hips, the tattoo in the middle of her chest, the bump on her face, that she has one necklace on in this photograph that is shifted to the side, and it looks like something that Sammy would wear, not. What detective grabbed this photograph and was like, hey, yeah, here's Kylie, guys. Where's Kylie? Because I don't see her. Has anybody found, and what's crazy is the website is called findkylie.com, and it's like a game of Where's Waldo, and it's sad that this is what we're doing for this little girl, okay? Where are the photographs? Anything of Kylie Rodney. We know how people take pictures. Because remember, y'all said we have hundreds of them. Thousands of tips, hundreds of photos with videos to confirm that the hoodie that you switched it to, Kylie definitely had that on, but she didn't have it on in her autopsy. You better start making some fucking sense of this. You better release the CHP report and make absolute 100% an accident, even though autopsy already says it's not. It's not. Kylie Rodney was not breathing when she went into this water. She had no water in her lungs. You have all of these kids at this party. This one specifically that is running the show, and I understand why people are like, Kylie Rodney was trafficked. I see why people go with that. I see it. Like, what is Sammy Smith covering? Because it's a whole lot. It's a whole lot. And she's center of fucking attention on all of it. Everything goes back to Sammy Smith. Everything.
The comment
including
in
the
my
last
short
known
live
photo.
this
Made the
evening
eyebrow.
about how the hair in the Kylie Not Kylie photo still shot.
And nothing in
but
that
it
picture says that's
looks
Kylie
like
Rodney.
the person went
Show me.
swimming and then their hair dried a little funny. And I think that that's accurate. I swim a lot, and I think that
Look.
that is
Everything about this picture, this last known photo of Sammy Smith at 6:08 p.m. at Hirschdale RV. Like, I truly hope the FBI has interrogated all these people. I hope someone's doing their fucking homework for Kylie Rodney. Because when the truth comes out, good.
very possibly
Good.
the case that Sammy
You
went
covered
swimming
up the
and then her
death of
hair
a
dried like
16-year-old
that.
child. Fuck you.
Maybe when she jumped out of the car. I mean, hypothetically.
Right.
Have everybody down fucking rabbit holes. When
And
the
then
truth,
for her to be
the truth,
promoted,
a handful of kids getting in trouble, the truth would have saved everybody so much time. The truth. This true story of what happened to Kylie Rodney. And Sammy Smith, you know that answer.
promoting that rave party down in Irvine right now, she's got some audacity. You know, I mean, it's my opinion that she got away
They
with
all
red
have the
rum.
fucking
If
audacity.
you can get away with red rum, you better lay low. You don't try to get a high profile. Like she's playing with fire.
Okay,
She sure
there
is.
is Kylie.
Sure is. And y'all let her.
There's the bump.
Yep. Genetics. You're caught, bitch.
And is that like I think that's like a fight bruise. To me, you know, how if you get hit on the bone, it swells up.
Yeah.
And then if I'm switching from where I have to control it here.
Law enforcement needs to explain why they let the fucking prime suspect, the last person that knew what was happening to Kylie, admitted on fucking national TV that she would take names to jail. And that wasn't enough for an arrest? For a proper interrogation? And we're the crazy ones out here on YouTube fighting for justice for this little girl that nobody around her even wants to say her name. You don't want fucking memorial benches for her. I'm sorry y'all can forget about Kylie and not want her truth to be out there. and want justice to be served. I don't know how more of you are not outraged.
And then there's the tattoo. Look, you can see the little rose.
The fuck is wrong with this
We have
That's
town?
a
to-
rose.
Like Sammy's tattoo.
I didn't know
Babies
she
are
had
dying
a
at the
rose on
hands
her
of other people.
tattoo.
I think it's a rose.
Wake
I
the
mean,
fuck up.
Because I know there's a tree, and
I think
I
it's a
always
tree.
thought
Fuck you, Megan
I always
Cole.
thought that that was a shadow.
there's her in the white dress at
Fuck
that
you,
thing.
Megan Cole.
Right,
So you can't tell me that
right.
Fuck anybody that supports that bitch.
is
Fuck you all.
not that.
Right. No, you nailed it. You might
Hell
even
has a
convince,
warm
you might
fucking
even
place for
convince
y'all.
Ara.
And what's
After
that?
we watch this, we're gonna watch some prophetic
What's that?
And then
forensics.
the tattoo. So I always knew that she had that tree tattoo.
This one's
And
wrinkled as
I
fuck,
thought
bro.
that when I used to think that was Kylie in the photo, I
Yep.
thought it was just a strange
I
shadow.
thought
in
it
her
too.
This is not
chest.
good because the
Then look.
contrast that I did didn't.
My 30 years of graphic design and doing pixel art, like pixels is like 800 times zoom. Pixel art is incredible. And when you grew up doing that, when you got that experience with it, and you can actually look at photographs down to the pic. I don't understand how for FBI forensics didn't be like, with the way the technology is, nothing matches, y'all. If FBI runs shit in her system, like I want Sammy Smith to explain how she got the last call to her and why she's in the last known photograph of not Kylie Rodney.
Yeah.
So it's right there. And it looks like a banana there.
Look, law enforcement, I'll help you do your job for you, and then you just grab onto it and look, you'll be the fucking not idiots. Just do your fucking job.
So let's see what it looks like over
Yeah.
here. If it looks like a banana,
Y'all, this one's so pretty. This is one of my favorites.
it's kind of turned the other way, but we don't know how these images were. Well, no, it couldn't be flipped because the bruise is on the same side of the face.
Yep.
So what I think with her chest with the tattoo is I think they tried to obscure it to make it look like it was a shadow rather than a tattoo. You know, they kind of blurred it. Don't you
This
think?
is gold. Sunflower yellow.
Because it's on the same side, so it should be.
Absolutely,
no, that's
Sandra.
a total telltale sign, Mark. I can't believe nobody else has honed in on that. Good
I'm glad he
job.
We're the dogs
Absolutely.
at in the
I'm
floor
glad he said it.
of the place.
Look, and if there is
Right,
another
where are the
YouTube
dogs?
out there that has said it
I
before
want to see the
this,
pooches. Like they're wiener
don't
dogs.
be mad.
There's
You know
two
what I
of them
mean?
or
Like,
one
if
of
you
them?
got a video on it, give me a link.
I
I'll
saw
put your
two
shit out
at
there.
one point, but then now I'm wondering like
If you're
what?
helping
Let's
make
see
it
what I
make
can find
sense,
here.
I'll promote it here.
Okay, let's look at this one. Hold on, I got the untailored one.
It's like one of my faves.
So it's Friday night. It's raining here. The dog needs to go out, but he's been sleeping because he doesn't like the rain.
All right, you done with this? All right, y'all.
It's been raining for a while, and it was already.
I think he does. Oh, he goes back to it. Hold up. No, he doesn't. He doesn't stop
More
yet.
of what we have seen from Scammy. And then Mom First always says it is a rose. And JR Nana says, I agree, Jazz. And
There's
I'm not
definitely
sure
a flower in the middle of that chick's
she's
chest.
agreeing with.
That ain't Kylie.
Just that you nailed it. I think she's.
I want to know why they let Sammy Smith be the forefront of all of this. All of it. All of it. Now, if the tow truck thing really happened and Sammy Smith is in that footage, like, it really all makes sense. Put her on the forefront, make her look like the hero, you know, promote this girl. Like, she manipulated all y'all. And y'all let it happen. Let it happen. It's time to step up, tell the truth for Kylie, help get justice for her case. She deserves better, y'all.
Agreeing with me saying that you nailed it. And then Ninja says nailed it. And mom first says she had the stem part
Did I tweet
first,
that? Yeah, I did.
then got the top of the rose, if I remember that correctly. And then JR Nana says, I thought you had said something about it earlier, Mark, like months ago. I forgot about it, but I'm having
The picture
deja
isn't
vu."
photoshopped.
And mom,
That last known photo of not Kylie it's not photoshopped. It is a picture of a screen at an angle of a still frame of an already bad quality video. And what's really odd is you have Hirschdale, RV, and Deli that has 4 cameras there, and all we're being shown is the one possible freeze frame that could pass for Kylie to cover it up.
first says, great job, Mark.
Y'all got some fucking explaining to do.
I wonder if that picture is old and she added more to her tattoo, or if she tried to cover it with makeup.
Right.
Look at this. She could have tried to cover it with makeup.
Well, isn't that
There's the
picture
banana
right,
part right there.
I
the
wouldn't
banana
trust the
part.
bitch
isn't
sober.
that
I don't know
picture
how
right
people are
there
out there
from
partying with her.
the Celebration of Life?
Yeah, it's
How the
the
fuck do you
Celebrate
trust that?
Life. So
Yeah.
she could have got more ink.
But she's just
by
attention seeking,
that
you know?
time.
No. It's more than that.
Right.
It's more than that.
But it looks like she tried to cover it with makeup, like maybe a base or something.
Oh, you think for that photo there
Yeah,
in the convenience store?
yeah.
The
Wow.
reason why it looks discolored is because
Or they could have photoshopped it some.
Right, because they definitely photoshopped the hands and the arms. Like,
look, that
you know,
isn't even
she's
the
not
whole
carrying a
photograph
purse.
of.
She's not
Thank
carrying.
you,
Look,
Mom first.
and this is where they manipulated
she's
y'all. I gotta
carrying
point this
some.
out because I'm tired of this bullshit. I'm tired of not saying nothing. When you look at this photo, okay, of this alleged surveillance, you'll notice something that the format, the size that it's in, is not proper to standard image and video formats. They definitely cropped some shit out of there. And then they also slapped that fucking black banner over top. It looks like a step or something. I don't know. I don't know if it's a carpet. It looks like she's stepping up on something. I don't know. You're telling me there's this many cameras there, and this is what we get is this really grainy picture of a screen at an angle of an already bad video.
Something, probably alcohol.
Nope.
And you know, she's underage. I mean, I would imagine that the drinking age in Truckee
I
for
don't
all
feel like
alcohol is
ironed up, but it
21.
looks
I don't
ironed.
know.
It is.
Every once in a while there's states that have 18 as the limit for
This is
like
not in
beer
California.
and you know, not hard alcohol.
Look.
But for the most part it's 21.
Your kids are out there doing cocaine and ketamine and all these illicit drugs at really young ages, and these parents don't give a fuck what they're doing.
So, you know, if she's buying alcohol as an 18-year-old, they're not wanting to publicize that, or especially if they're
Fucking
trying to say
disgusting.
this is a 16-year-old.
Yeah, because then when thinking on it,
Look,
the
they're all out here. One pill will
alcohol,
kill.
tobacco, and
No,
farm
your
has come
failed
down
system is why these kids are dying.
on that store, which
The whole
somebody in the
system.
family
Throw it away.
probably
Throw it in the
owns it.
trash.
Right. I mean, and it could be I don't think it's one of the 7-Elevens that Sheriff Wu owns.
In California, they have laws
but
that
it's a small town, so whoever owns it is affiliated with Sheriff Wu, I'm sure,
minimalize
in some way, shape,
the
or form,
penalties unless they don't like
as
you.
competitors, if nothing else. So let me read some of these. Mom first says, "Don't forget the Marks fan club. It just started." And Sandra says,
I
"Is
really
it
like this ice
me
gray shirt
seeing
too.
things,
It's like,
or is
I don't
there
know,
a
I like 'em
different
all.
shading of something of wearing a 3/4 length or short sleeves
Oh, I know.
and getting a tan on lower arms?" And yeah, I think so, Sandra.
That's a
And
good point.
Let's try that.
JR Nana says, and you know, I remember, Mark,
There
you
you
were
go.
saying that she had some
Looks way
sort
better.
of belt pack on. It's not skin showing from a bodysuit. Oh, that's
Um,
interesting.
Let's.
You said that, Mark?
No, I don't
We'll look
remember
at
ever
it.
saying that because I
Mm-mm.
never really talk about women's clothes or
No, he
women's
doesn't.
body stuff. So
I
Nope.
remember that video where you were zooming in on some of that stuff and you were feeling really uncomfortable. I thought that was so
Yeah,
cute.
you could tell.
That was so classy of you to like,
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right. He goes back to it. All right. This part too.
a knife sheath or cigarette belt leather case of some kind.
Oh.
That's interesting. Yeah, I can see it like that. Like I always saw it as skin, but now, yeah, it could totally be something tucked.
Wait a minute. Yeah, I definitely want to be looking at this photo a little bit. Yeah, there ain't nothing tucked in there. That's hip showing. Man, you still hold yourself this way, Sammy, with your nubby thumbs. Look, and another thing that gives it away is the fingernail polish. If you look at the video of that cha-cha-cha and why it's not on the internet no more, I think that's Sammy videotaping that, because if you look at the fingernails, or them girls all painted their nails together. I don't know. I'm not sure which one, but the color's familiar.
Into her belt like a you know, a, a roll of tobacco. I mean, who knows? If that is the Hirschdale store, Ninja says Aiden's mom worked there. Aiden was Daisy's boyfriend. Interesting. Sam and Aiden lived a few houses apart for many years. Very interesting.
And if you all pay attention, if you look at the pool that Sammy, Nate, all these people have in this town, you see why stuff like this just doesn't appear as it seems. And it's sad that they literally smearing on and lying on the death of a 16-year-old child. Just tell the truth for Kylie. What's going on?
here's
I
what
thought now I thought that I've heard
Alright, let's get
people
it.
talking on YouTube that Daisy is
There's
gay
gravel
or
gray.
bi. Am I hallucinating?
I've never heard
Oh, this is the
anything
one that
like that. I mean, if
Okay.
I
anyone
need the
knows, it'd
footprints
be
on
Miss
this one.
G of anyone saying anything about
Yeah,
Daisy.
Right.
So
And it doesn't really matter. I just was curious.
Actually,
Also,
yeah.
I said that I think Sammy goes both
Time is it?
ways because of kind
Ooh,
of her body language, and then that she was so aggressive with that high school chair.
she uses it to manipulate people. All of it. Everything about her is a manipulator. Everything. All right, I'm gonna play a prophetic forensics because I'm limited on time during my morning test, but we'll come back tonight, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, no later than 7. We're definitely gonna be going over. Everybody's still making fun of her. I love it. Oh, I had it open. One second, y'all. Because there's 2 videos of it. Maybe it might be 3. Y'all need to watch her videos. Yeah, because this one and the one prior to that. Damn, she put 3 videos out? All right, let's do it. Let's do all 3. Y'all go to Prophetic Forensics. I'll share the link to her channel as well. Make sure you subscribe up. I agree with her perspective on it. I just don't think that, I mean, we don't really have any pictures of Kylie there, y'all. So I'm not here to try to discredit anybody unless facts can back up that it should be disproven at this point. Oh, but I still have my opinion. All right, is this all new? I want to go backwards though, so I'll just hit play all.
When I came into
I think I'm gonna show you this one.
Welcome to the channel, Truth Seekers. This video is about hashtag justice for Kylie. Let me
Yep.
just speak real quick about the merging of secret societies, overlapping, coordination
listen.
between, like
Mhm.
how 16 different agencies could come together to
Mhm.
agree to do a
The
thing.
politics of it.
It used to be in the olden days, they were somewhat separate. They backed each other up, but it wasn't always a guarantee that they would back the other guy
Yep.
up. Since I am a human trafficking
I'm gonna pause
advocate
it right here.
and prayer warrior,
And if you hear what she says right there, and then you look how Placer's blaming Nevada, and Nevada's blaming Placer. It's just all this runaround. You got Sammy Smith running the entire thing because I don't know what law enforcement's doing over there, but y'all better explain it with that CHP report.
and my life was torn down for witnessing that crime by a secret society. They gave me an education that cannot be learned on YouTube or from books. You got to suffer at their hand to know how they live, move, and have their being. When I went to the nation for 8 months and prayed through the 48, since I know signs and symbols, I told the Lord one day I could spot trafficking 150 miles away. And that's true, because the signs and symbols and the way they move across the U.S. is all the same, maybe even international, but definitely through the U.S. But my point is, when I was in the nation, when I encountered victims of human trafficking, I face to face encountered them and often tried to rescue them. I was horrified to find out that several victims had been rescued and sent to safe houses for human trafficking victims. And when they got there, the people that ran the safe house contacted their handler and turned them back over to them. I met several girls who were delivered hand to hand back into their captors by people who said they were there to help. This
And in my opinion, trafficking is, in my opinion, it's an envelope term. There's so much blanket term. Like there's so much that, like when you look at trafficking, there's so many aspects of trafficking.
disguised as legit ministries.
But it all
Back
has
in the
same
day,
ties.
when one secret society didn't necessarily overlap or coordinate efforts with another, the Lord showed and told me there were loopholes, little cracks in the system where a victim might be able to get help. Let's say, even by a member who had a heart for this child, he would leave the door open, put a crack in the wall or whatever, and let them escape and be like, who would ever know? But the Lord showed me this picture. The picture was all the society men, all separately chained, but unified. And as I was standing there watching, a yoke, like how
I think these same type of people that are into these things in the area of Tahoe are the same people that want this to go away so that light isn't shown on the depths of how gross Truckee really is.
you yoke oxen together with that wooden yoke that
It's not just
connects them
Truckee.
and makes them be in
A
lockstep
lot of
came
California,
down upon all the people in the
lot of United
society
States.
and yoked them all together as one. And I was saying, but why, Lord? What purpose does it serve? There's no more cracks for anyone to get through, he said. This is
Look,
his saying. They can't help.
and they just keep flooding people in the borders so that they can blame it on all them people. It's all their fault, you know. It's all their fault. No, couldn't possibly be politicians, people in office, people with status, people with money, pool. No, couldn't be them people at all. No, not
They
at all.
won't help and they
Look at
won't let
Maui.
each other help. So where there was once a hole in the wall to maybe escape through, now they turn over like found hidden victims to back to their captors, back to one another. What I call back scratching, shoe licking, all this nonsense you see them do in front of the camera to try to gain your confidence in their ability to
It's
do a thing.
corruption among the
The
elite.
most terrifying part of what the Lord said was they won't let each other help because now they act as
Definitely, I will.
overseers and accountability partners for one another, even outside their own society. These are people with an oath, a life and
Yep,
death
the
oath
Truckee
over their head,
way.
ruling their life. And it used to just be between brothers and sisters. We'll get to that. But now your neighborhood, your neighbor secret society has the right and rule to
Darkness in
snitch
Truckee.
you out. So there's no more cracks in the wall for a victim to escape by a
Look.
good-hearted cop or
And I'm just curious how well Sammy knows about this, special group.
secret society member, because everybody on board is in lockstep with the threat of death over their head, making sure each other at every level and every dimension is following the code, keeping their oath. Snitches are rampant. People are dying. It is a severe life of
Yes.
paranoia and deliberate,
Look.
precise.
Look, y'all, and do you see the fucking paranoia going on in this town? Like, tourists going in just to record Truckee that so happen to, set up in front of a sock shop. And weird shit happens there. You notice how scared some of the people are to even talk to us? Do you see the paranoia within them? Do you see the same pattern? Because I do. I see the pattern.
Rampant. People are dying. It is a severe life of paranoia and deliberate, precise keeping of the code, making sure everybody knows you're on the up and up with the code, flashing your hands to the camera, the media. The more cameras, the better. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
Break that code
Because
of
they have an
silence.
oath gun to their head. All day, every day. You can count on these people not to record their crimes, but to record their obedience to their oath. If they're in a crime, they will demonstrate for the camera, especially for media. The more cameras, the better. Catch them showing their loyalty to the oath. When they
look, and when she says this, and then I think about the medallion that is seen in these press conferences, the hug. It's crazy, man. It's like, I don't know.
They
Like
commit a
Sammy knows
crime
that
or a
power.
ritual according to the oath, like punishing or killing somebody who broke the oath, you will find a record of it. Not of them actually doing it. You have to know their oath and you have to know the context for the code they're using. There is a prideful arrogance about them, using coded letters and numbers and words and statements to show whoever that they accomplished what they were required to do. Living that way, submitting to wicked and secretive people is beyond my comprehension. Had they not made me know them so well, I wouldn't have ever wanted to know. Moving on.
Get it, girl. Get it, girl. I see it.
On 10/24/23, I released this video. It was,
hey, Mark, or hey, Kenny, you're going to have to send the link to me in Discord, though, in order for me to grab it. Just DM it to me, because I can't click it from here. In the meantime, I'll watch her other 2 videos that she did, because I didn't see these yet.
a summary of quick facts.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Sandra. Yeah, speaking of Madonna, that's what I'm saying.
About Masonry. Part of the deception is that they are a moralistic brotherhood, fraternity. That's how they lure people in. They don't want just any schlep from down the street because their organization runs by false favor. And unless you have brothers or good standing and good jobs and good families, nobody has anything to offer anybody. They're trying to recruit good, solid people. But good, solid people are not going to join a Satan-worshiping cult. At the upper degrees, they deceive the lower degrees. God help them. They even use the Bible and the scripture. Like I said before, they're famous for their charitable endeavors. Who doesn't want to be a hero and have a bunch of brothers? They will always be inserting themselves.
Isn't that what Deception Detective called her? A fucking hero? Yeah, sure did. Sure did. Damn, I really like these 2 videos here.
Trying to recruit good, solid people. But good, solid people are not going to join a Satan-worshiping cult. At the upper degrees, they deceive the lower degrees. God help them. They even use the Bible and the scripture. Like I said before, they're famous for their charitable endeavors. Who doesn't want to be a hero and have a bunch of brothers? They will always be inserting themselves in charitable organizations,
Oh,
acts
you
of
don't say.
kindness, justice
Mm.
warriors, serving the veterans and the poor. Be not deceived. Only after
Damn.
they've gone through
Get
all
it,
the
girl.
levels is it revealed to them that all this time, brother, we've been worshiping Lucifer. How is it to find out that all your brothers have lied to you for
Look,
all those years and
them
you still stay?
them sneaky little snakes even getting tattoos of shit, you know? Ugh.
Do not back up. Will cause life tire damage. Once you're in, you're in. You're trapped by your own oath. The oath that said, we'll rip your tongue out. I've never served the poor and had somebody require this of me to say first that if I reveal the secret that I'm serving the poor, I'll have my throat cut ear to ear, my tongue torn out by the roots, my body buried in the sands of the sea at a low water mark. I don't know why everybody didn't realize that's the first clue. But anyway, they deny it's Lucifer all the way up. They intentionally deceive, set out
Mhm.
to deceive, provide everything, false favor,
Oh, this lavender
everything
one's so
good, all
pretty.
the way up. It's all about me
That's
and all my
lilac.
favor and all I can gain. It's all about me, myself, and I, the unholy trinity. And the guys up at the top know the truth. It's a brotherhood of liars, secret
Mhm.
keepers,
Mhm.
order followers, shot
Mhm.
callers with a great big
Mhm.
surprise at the top. To me, the
Mhm.
oath would have been the first clue, but okay. Anybody that took that oath and was like,
Mhm.
is this going to affect my job at Tesla you offered me? I don't know. Yeah. Like I said in the very first video I did about it, there's all these variations under the same deceptive umbrella, but there
Yes.
is an order for women called the Eastern Star. These are the female adult Freemasons. Of course, they
Ooh.
have the satanic star as their symbol, tilted so it's horns up. And then if you learn their symbols there on each point and memorize their special colors, they're easy to spot too. They use the same hand signals too.
Mhm.
Actually, I think it's a video on YouTube exposing Eastern Star. Little 18-year-old went off to join the army. So worried about being away from
Yeah.
home for the first time and all.
And while you listen to what she's saying right here, go back to a lot of the pressers and the AWP videos. Just, I don't know, watch your hands.
She was greeted by a buddy. She was assigned a buddy, help her settle in, get connected, blah, blah, blah. It was like the greatest thing that ever happened to her. She met this group of girls and they did all these outings. They served the poor, the homeless. They helped out in the community in any way. It was like the best life ever, she said. The camaraderie, full of purpose, always having a sister to reach out to, lending an ear, helping her anything she needed, how they helped one another. We're always there for one another. Looking back, she knows now that's how they lured her. This is the way. They have their own version of quote unquote a Bible with this
Yeah.
star on the very front. It was on her coffee table, and she claims that she came out one morning to get coffee, and when she looked at it, it
Oh,
was
coffee, yeah.
actually a goat head. She couldn't believe her eyes, but once she saw it, she could never unsee it. And she began to research and discovered it was Luciferian. And these great friends that she had were just luring her. If I remember right, she really struggled to disconnect from them. Didn't
Yes,
want to.
Sandra.
The best friendships she ever had. And she gave them up to return to Jesus. Best decision she ever made. Return to the Lord. This is a picture of a mummy
Throw my
somebody
hands a little
found, but
break
it
from
always
it.
reminds me of Freemasonry. This
It's
is
making a little
really
side of my face
spiritually
hurt.
the condition of these folks. After the first video I did about the circus, somebody
Mhm.
came into the comments and said, these teenagers aren't even old enough to be oathed in.
The age of 17.
Sort of like this doesn't apply. It may not seem like it, but I'm going to make a great big point doing this. So I'm not going to explain how children of Freemasons have their own Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts. Boy Scouts are called Demolay. Girl Scouts are called Daughters of Job. They are raised to be Masons too. We do hear
Mhm.
about the cult in Truckee, talking about the older folks in town grooming the younger ones to take over the corrupt system. We've even heard it said that all the preschools are involved. God showed me in a vision, even the midwives, if you have your children at home.
Yeah, I think we need to really focus on these elite and what I don't know what lodges they pledge to,
Guess. Spring break camps, Christmas camps, summer camp
what clubs
have been
they,
alleged to all be involved.
the clubs that they all mingle with. You can see it happening from the time they're in. Some of these kids are in high school. the clubs, the groups, the cliques, the all of it. All of it.
Spring break camps, Christmas camp, summer camp have been alleged to all be involved. Somebody did a really good video. I concur. If you see something, you're not allowed to say something. Or they could unroll your oath, read it back to you, and let you know what time it is. Never
What
have I
happened,
ever seen
Angela?
so
What
much
happened, Dr.
Masonic
Reaver?
symbolism in a case or community or online. I understand that Freemasonry is like level 1 with
Doug
33
pieced the fuck
degrees,
out.
sort
He
of like
said,
high
"No, I
school
think the
and then
fuck
going
not."
on to university to hire
Hmm.
even more deadly cults.
Crazy.
And because the Lord said they're all in lockstep now, could be a combination, which is why it appears so prevalent. Like the Knights of Columbus, Catholic, secret society, loyal to the Pope, who they believe is the vicar of God on earth, meaning in the place of God, his only earthly representative, apparently. To my knowledge, the Bible says, don't ever call anyone Father on the earth. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. But it's a unique time because the Vatican Pope is currently also the head of the Jesuit order, which is the Vatican's military, and the leader is called the Black Pope. But currently, the Pope is
Yes,
both
they
the
were
White Pope and the
cupcakes.
Black Pope. The Jesuits are a very
Kept getting them mixed up,
dangerous
huh?
secret society because they are also a military. They also want to rule the world.
Ooh,
And you have to wonder when
gotta
we
get a
see
pinched
all
nerve
our
in my
government officials bowing down like the mafia and kissing the ring of the leader of another military.
Get it, 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 get it. Yeah, I really like her channel. See, yep. I love it. I love it. Blessing to be here.
The secret instructions for the Pope's military.
Get it, ma'am.
It's a good read. You can really educate yourself by reading it online. The oath that they take is beyond nauseating. It is
Look,
copyright.
For anybody that's trying to look for anything, if you can't find it on the sites that you're looking, take yourself over to the internetarchive.org. Okay, you can find a lot of free books there. I'm just telling you. Okay.
The oath that they take is beyond nauseating. It is copyrighted in DC in the Library of Congress. Most of our politicians will either be Jewish, but mostly Catholic, not including the Kenyan. If you took an overall view, you'd think that being Catholic was a requirement to being president of the United States. Remember, the U.S. was established after
the blank shirt. I'm gonna do your custom on it down the road.
the Inquisitions, where the popes killed 50 million people, according to history. That's why we have freedom of religion here. Yeah, so that happened. I know it's hard to believe, but the contradictions are in plain sight. When people talk about being gang stalked, like a flash mob, people come out of nowhere and attack you as if they're connected. I always think that's the flavor of a Jesuit, because in their instructions, they are spies required to spy and harass, and they're chameleons. They take an oath to switch their form, be whatever it is that the target needs them to be in order to harass, get secrets, spy. They will plant people in your house, spy on you, and give all your secrets to them.
Cars and all kinds
They
of
should
shit.
teach this in high school so people are prepared. That and how to balance a checkbook. Change a tire and file your taxes. One of the easiest ways to spot the Jesuits are on the scene is they're famous for subduing, crushing any positive thing you do, and exalting and screaming from the rooftops everything you did negative. And
school doesn't teach people to thrive and survive and grow into, I mean, you go there to conform and fall in line and They don't teach the things they should be teaching you.
for subduing, crushing any positive thing you do, and exalting and
Public
screaming from the
schools, government
rooftops
ran.
everything you did
Let it sink
negative.
in.
And then when you have a fit about it, they record
Mhm.
your fits so you look crazy. I'm not
Yeah.
kidding. They really instruct you to do it. I think it's the easiest way to spot that they're on the scene. Because really, who has time for all that? Come on now. We grown. I'll just say the Roman
Love her.
flavor of things, you know what I mean. Like, who runs the UN? They got the Roman wreath around the world.
Yes.
Do the Romans rule the world? Is that why everyone's kissing the ring? Needing permission? Father, may I? Who's imitating who in this picture? Let's talk about our dead Catholic president for a minute. Not long before he was murdered,
Damn, dude.
JFK did a speech where he was speaking
Look, she getting it all in with this video right here. Mad props to you, Prophetic Forensics. This is incredible. This is incredible. Look, y'all, please make sure you go watch this video. Let it sink in. She's not lying to you.
about a secret society that was a threat to the world. Now, if he was oathed in as a Catholic, that would be him breaking his oath. But his heart was in the right place of wanting to warn the world. He says a secret society is trying to take over the world and that they use infiltration rather than invasion, subversion instead of elections, intimidation instead of choice, intimidation instead of free choice. They are guerrillas by night instead of armies by day. If you are waiting to find a clear and present danger, then I can only say that the danger has never been more clear and its presence never been more imminent. And as our president, he said, for we are
This makes me want to listen to Rage Against the Machine. I think I might have to do that later today.
opposed around the world by a monolithic and ruthless conspiracy that relies primarily on covert, meaning secret means for expanding its sphere of influence. It is a system which has conspired vast human and material resources into the building
Yes,
of
girl.
a tightly knit, highly efficient machine that combines military, diplomatic, intelligence, economic, scientific, and political
Bruh.
operations.
And this is how they get away with things like Maui. Small things to them would be like Kylie Rodney. Like that's an easy task. I see it though.
Its preparations are concealed, not published. Its mistakes are buried, not headlined. Its dissenters are silenced, not praised. No expenditure is questioned, no rumor is printed, no secret is revealed. The reason
Truckee
that
way.
our politicians are
Y'all, the Truckee way.
dissenters are silenced, not praised. No expenditure is questioned, no rumor is printed,
Yeah,
no
I got this. Got to get rewound. This is the Truckee way right here.
military, diplomatic, intelligence, economic, scientific, and political operations. Its preparations are concealed, not published. Its mistakes are buried, not headlined. Its dissenters are silenced, not praised. No expenditure is questioned, no rumor is printed, no secret is revealed. The reason that our politicians are kissing the ring of the Pope and have the same symptoms that Kennedy was talking about is because they were Jesuit trained at Jesuit University in the US, or they are just loyal Catholic. Roman architecture and symbolism is
Yikes! I love
throughout
that she's
DC,
doing this.
all over the room where laws are made. The Roman Empire is alive and well in America, along with its agents. Just to give you sleuthers a heads up, things to look for: a sun with, I think, 32
Blessings to people that further my education on things, and I'm really glad she's covering all this. This is important. Yep, CB, got it. Look, and then that picture on top of the age of 17 account, that was a very good, I don't know.
They are just loyal Catholic. Roman architecture and symbolism is throughout DC, all over the room where laws are made. The Roman Empire is alive and well in America, along with its agents. Just to give you sleuthers a
I don't
heads
think
up,
Jagger wanted
things
part
to
of it.
look
I think
for:
he's
a
trying to
sun
expose
with,
it.
I think, 32 rays, a cross made out of nails, 3 nails, that is. And everyone knows about this case.
Look,
If you didn't know the code,
y'all remember, like with the Sleepy photo, how the age of 17 was created, and in the very first photo was the age of 17 wearing a demonic mask, with the shirt. And then if you read the text that goes along with it, he's calling out the pedophiles, the corrupt, the sick.
to look for: a sun with, I think, 32 rays, a cross made out
Sammy
of nails,
Smiths.
3 nails, that is. And everyone knows about this case. If you didn't know the code, you would think his fingers were cold. No, he's just sending out a cross wrist SOS to the higher ups. Good thing he did it here, because handcuffs won't let you do
I need to
that.
really
Guess who
observe
else is a member?
some more
These are
shit.
the adopted children that went missing in that guy's case. I had a vision of the boy with the Kool-Aid mustache there and knew that he passed. I was surprised when they were charging him, saying both had passed and that they were being charged with both. And I told this person, no, the other one's still alive. If you want to know how sovereign God is, they went all the way through the trial and they were only found guilty of that one child, which is absolutely true. But just for the record, the other
One
one's
stack
still
done.
alive and out there somewhere. The vision came in 2021.
All right,
When
I'm
you
gonna
think
smoke
about the
some more
upside
before
down
I.
world that we live in,
Mhm.
nothing proves it more than thinking that a loyalty oath
Ooh,
is
I really
actually a
like these
pledge
black
of
ones too.
endorsement. The complete opposite of a transparent
Black
truth
ones are
teller.
pretty dope.
Examine your candidates before you vote. We got to do better. We don't have to fall for
I
it.
like
We
the
got to
black
get
ones a
out of the
lot.
herd and quit following the sheep booty in front of us right over the cliff. I really
Uh,
have to thank Kylie for
I like
introducing
when it
me
shows up
to the
now.
Jesuits. On August 7th of 2022, I had
I
a
really like
vision
that.
from the Lord, a cloud dissipating and 2 faces,
Absolutely,
each facing opposite directions. I go over it in a video. I think it's called the Honest Video.
dude. I'm really glad that she's doing this. Thank you, Prophetic Forensics. I love people that I can wake up in the morning with and they can educate me a little bit, you know? I want to rewind this a little bit. This is super important.
Upside down world
This
that we
whole
live in,
important.
nothing proves it more than thinking that a loyalty oath is actually a pledge of endorsement. The complete opposite of a transparent truth teller.
Mm-hmm.
Examine your candidates before you
Yep.
vote. We got to do better. We don't have to fall for it. We got to get out of the herd and quit following the sheep booty in front of us right over the cliff. I really have to thank Kylie for introducing me to the
Yes.
Jesuits. On August 7th of 2022, I had a vision from the Lord, a cloud dissipating and 2 faces, each
All right, I have a
facing
whole nother
opposite
stack, but
directions.
I'm
I
gonna
go
chill
over
out
it
for a
in a
minute.
video. I think it's called the Honest Video, right after the Kylie RIP video. This was my call into the Kylie case. I didn't know that though. This structure split down the middle, and out from the center of it came a person, came straight over to my window and looked me in the eye. When people are seeking justice, the Lord will give me visions like this. So I said, Lord, there's someone here looking for justice. I didn't put that 17 on there. It's actually from a carving in the Vatican of the bust of Janus, and it's number 17 of the display. So 17 is associated with Janus. It's been on there for centuries. It's an ancient artifact. All I had to do was Google a head with 2 faces facing different directions, and he comes right up. He's known as the keeper of the sanctuary. Interesting, right? People that worship other.
Oh, I don't like it. Look, I don't like it. Because, like, look, I kind of like that she makes me think a lot. I really like it. Because, look, all of what she's talking about, there's a lot of different people, including the lodge, that I really need to dig deeper into the actual secret societies in this area. We're going to start doing some shit on this. Oh, they don't like it.
The Kylie RIP video. This was my call into the Kylie case. I didn't know that though. This structure split down the middle, and out from the center of it came a
It's just looking at it from this perspective. I think Lindsay bowed down to it anyway.
person. Came straight over to my window.
That's the hug. Remember, they're holding her hand like a little princess. That hug. Yeah, I'm seeing.
This structure split down the middle, and out from the center of it came a person. Came straight over to my window and looked me in the eye. When people are seeking justice, the Lord will give me visions like this. So I said, Lord, there's someone here looking for justice. I didn't put that 17 on there. It's actually from a carving in the Vatican of the bust of Janus, and it's number 17 of the display. So 17 is associated with Janus. It's been on there for centuries. It's an ancient artifact. All I had to do was Google a head with two faces facing different directions, and he comes right up. He's known as the keeper of the sanctuary. Interesting, right? People that worship other little g gods believe he's the doorkeeper, that he has to be satisfied by blood ritual in order to access any other little g god they want to worship. Without his approval, by being satisfied with what you offer, nobody's going anywhere. So I felt like this is the culprit. This is at a root of a thing. And it also goes in line with all the higher ups, politicians and such that people say are involved in her case. She may have not been oath, but certainly the people involved with were. When I said I was going to do my part 2 video about the cult responsible for Kylie, I was stopped dead in my tracks. Actually, during the video I was doing that you guys already saw, when I read the Masonic oath out loud, and I said burned instead of buried. Later, I was reviewing it and I saw that and I thought I should have corrected that, but I didn't know I did it. Clearly not familiar with it. When I read what it said about low tide, it synced the vision that I had of Kylie on 8/27 about low tide. Here is the poster that I drew from the picture in my journal where I'm describing the coast. 2 places on this board. I reiterate that the Lord told me and made a point for me to know that it was low tide. I didn't know why it was so important to the Lord to point that out. When I read the Masonic oath,
Damn. I'm sorry. I like reading her visions.
and the punishment for breaking the oath includes the sea and a low tide. It
Len, you should let me put some of your visions on shirts.
took me a few days to recover. I have already deep dived the coast
give them
several
away for free.
times, even made a video or 2 about it. To be honest, I locked it down because I needed more information. Had been praying for a very long time about it. Apparently, the Lord sent this confirming sign, gave me a receipt as I read that oath. More than any other thing, I don't want this to
It
be
is very
so.
wow,
I have
Pastor.
struggled
It's much
over
needed
this
for
part
people
of
to
the
listen to.
vision, which is why God had to be so specific and
This
so
woman is a
direct
vessel.
with me. I will go over the vision in the next video. Thanks, you guys, for
Look, and just so you all know, you're not gonna agree with people 100% of the time. Don't be focused on the 2% or the 5% that you don't agree with. You know what I mean? Stay focused on the things that are connecting the puzzle pieces. I'm gonna watch her other one because these are incredible.
when
And then
I
I think
came
I
into
wanna
the
go back.
case, before I swallowed
I think I want to go back and watch her other video. I think these videos need to be out there. It's
when I
time.
came into the case, before I swallowed anything anyone was saying, I decoded Kylie's case, got the numbers. That would be the numbers that are used by secret societies when they do rituals and communicate and stuff like that. So I decoded Kylie's case and got all the numbers. Then I shopped around looking for someone that I thought was legit because the title of their channel didn't number out to Kylie's case or masonry, and they weren't throwing down the gang sign like a rerun of the Prosser Presser. And when I discovered who was who in
Shit,
the
I need to
zoo,
eat
I
something.
just avoided those people. But in order to make this video, I may have to refer to them. Notice the star and the colors of the star, and the star chair and the colors of the background. It doesn't matter to
Ooh,
me if you have a sweet face, large following, a good sleuther, an
I like
innocent
stars
vibe.
though.
If you hold code over truth and your oath over victims, your heart is
I
divided.
don't have
You
an
are
oath.
double minded,
My
which
oath is
means you're
to
unstable in all your
truth and
ways,
love.
and
That's my
there's
oath.
nothing
And
you
God.
could say that could make me value your opinion. Eventually, there will be an action that will finally line up with what's in the heart,
Were you really, CB? Ooh.
and God will expose it. I may have been the only person that wasn't surprised when the autopsy of a dead child with photos was used to make money and put behind a paywall. Maybe because Jared wasn't there at Prosser, he didn't get the message, but they let
Mm,
him know real quick that this was a
yeah, they
Masonic case.
did. Yeah, they did, and they dangled that right over his head, didn't they? Made him backpedal. Look, I know people think AWP is bad. However, if you pay attention to the way it played out, the way people smear people, blackmail people, look what has happened around Kylie Rodney's case. Look what happens to people that discuss it. Okay. Yeah, what Jared did is sick as fuck. That's for him to deal with. Okay. I try to stay focused on what these boys brought forward and the little bit of truths that did slip through what, you know, the order, the elites, the, I don't know what you want to call them, media wall, whatever you want to call those people connected with all that. They limited on what information was put out there.
Such
Sure
an
did.
unusual choice of pictures for Kylie Rodney, but he was bombarded with symbols. I honestly felt like he was trying to
In this picture,
remember
no.
how to respond. He was a little stunned. Everyone was just catching him up to
In this
speed.
photo,
Guess
no.
what
Her
time
sunglasses, those are not the same sunglasses. I know people have been emailing me about it, but no. No, they're not the same sunglasses.
it is, Jared, in case you didn't know.
I don't know. I touch my mouth a lot. So, see, like, I can't. This is where I have to disagree that people's movements don't always mean that they're throwing shit up. I touch my mouth all the time because my jaw hurts, because I have a scar here and I touch it a lot. Like, I'm always playing with the dip in my mouth. I can't say that I really cross my hands too much. I pull on my finger, but yeah, like I can't. I can't agree with this part, but a lot of it makes sense. That, yes, right there, that one, yes. But these other people, not so much. I think this one got scared of the order. He would expose the order, and I don't have really much to say there. I don't know. What do you think, guys? No, I don't agree with it. This I don't agree with. Now, if maybe you apply these to pressers, to law enforcement, this dude, yeah, this dude, yeah. If you apply it to certain people, yeah. But there's just certain people I don't think they're going to take the oath. I don't think that. And that dude, this dude right here, he's a wannabe. Ooh, no, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. What is this? Hold on. Let me see. Oh, are you trying to know? You can't know. I deleted it off my computer. Are you mad now? I'm not. I can't let you in. Sorry. This I agree with. Yeah, I wouldn't apply it to mags. Law enforcement, I would apply it to them. The people that you feel are involved, yeah, I would definitely focus on that. Yeah, they do, Christine. Oh, my whole jaw hurts. Look, and this applies to so many cases. Like if you look at law enforcement, the politics aspect of it, all the people involved in the case, watch their hand movements, watch their gestures. You can definitely spot it. Not Mags though. I think she's scared of it. I mean, she could have. I don't know if she could have been forced into it. This one, yes, I believe. Look at the gestures in Maui alone. I mean, that is telling in itself. The fact that Cal OES. Why is Cal OES in Maui? Like, see what I'm saying? And then if you look at their ties, I'm just gonna say that. If you look at their ties, it starts to make sense. I think these two were told to stand like that by the media. Look, and it just makes you wonder, did Kylie not want to go along with this anymore? This is important. All of this is important. Yeah, we need to revisit pressers. We need to do all kinds of shit. Yikes! There's the community, y'all, showing up and throwing gang signs. This is much needed. Look at that. Yes, she did it. She did it. Oh, so well done. Bravo. Hey. Where's Doug at? Doug, do you want to tell the truth for Kylie Rodney? And then there's Nick G. Do you want me to throw gang signs so they know who I am, or do you want me to put my hands in my pocket? I don't know. Damn. That was really good. That was very powerful. I think I'm done. I gotta get my up off my ass. My son will be coming home soon. I'm gonna start some dinner. I think today was productive. I got my shit sorted out. Got to hang out with y'all, watch some videos. I might check to see what else is new because I have a decent playlist for. I don't know if I want to save my playlist for Friday or if we're just gonna start going through stuff as it comes out and then go through the data and just keep doing lives here and there. I need to start doing more lives. Sorry, my computer keeps having issues. I don't know why people keep trying to access my computer, keep fucking up my sound, my drivers, like all kinds of shit. I'm over it. I'm gonna keep talking about it though. I love you all so much. Thank you for tuning in. This was just gonna be a little test, and then I wound up stepping into all this, which we might rewatch these 3 videos again on Friday. That's it. That's all I got. I tested everything. I hope you all have a blessed day, morning, afternoon, evening. Y'all can tune in later if you want to, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to go back to the beginning, start going over data, start putting things together and making some more sense of this, Persistence and patience. But also we got to, keep doing this. I love you all so much. Thank you for being here. God bless. I'll see you later tonight.